Coming up on Oily Trash Movies.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, disemboweling her.
I would hate to be live though. My audience would hate me. They're like, oh, this is Bubble like live? Ugh.
Alright, speaking of that, we are live now.
Damn.
Hello, and welcome to Oily Trash Movies. This is the only podcast where two people watch bad movies and say unfunny things the whole time. I'm your host, Daddy WarBux.
Hi everyone, and I'm Bublegum Barbie.
And we got a great episode for you today. We're going to be watching That's a Wrap with Bubble's arch nemesis, Sarah French. But before we get into that, we did watch... What did we watch last week? Oh, Amy, the Visitor. Do you have any retrospective on
So we talked about this earlier. I think I despise this movie a little more than I did Trompy. Simply because War mentioned there was a guy, he saw a guy in the background. You can't do that. Like, I cannot believe that the editors didn't spot the dude just sitting there. That was crazy to me. I was devastated about the dog dying, and he did nothing. He was an innocent good boy. It should have been a book. I think it would have been better as a book than a movie, but I appreciate the director for taking a risk and making something that was not great. The acting was terrible. I think back and actors just sucked, and that's it.
I really don't have anything to add that I didn't say last week. I did like the movie, and honestly, the more I've thought about it, the less I hate it. Of course, I did have some criticisms, but I like Charles Band. I've looked at some of his other stuff, and he makes movies that kind of jig with me, you know, and I kind of liked Amy, so I gave it, I think, 4 WarBux. I'm leaving it at that. I don't think it was oily at all. But not a very deep movie, pretty surface level, so there's not a lot to look into and sort of, critique as far as artistic value goes. I think it's just competent entertainment. I enjoyed it. I watched it for an hour, and I didn't hate watching it for an hour, and I kind of liked it, so...
You saying that actually made me think of that movie that we watched where you were like, is that my friend's house? What was that movie? It was another AI movie that we saw last year.
That was Dark Cloud.
Dark Cloud as an AI film did better in my opinion, and I did like that one. I remember giving bubblegums to it and laughing. You feel like, is this my friend's house?
This was back when we were much less professional, and I used to do a lot of the shows either drinking or engaging in some other activities that cloud my judgment. And yeah, I was really convinced that it was the fact I thought it was my city, and then I thought that it was the place where my friend had his wedding reception, and then it was like, and then I almost thought like that's my friend's house, and I'm like, oh wait a minute, I'm completely out of my mind. So, good times. But we're a professional.
Yeah, I recommend watching that, but that's the only episode that still hasn't been released with copyright. It's the one that we lost. It's the one that's locked, and it is copyright with Dark Cloud.
I don't even understand what their copywriting is.
I don't.
It's the most bizarre.
It really is weird.
But we're pretty good. We're in season 2 of Oily Trash Movies here. We had a lot of issues fighting copyrights the first year, but we've really gotten it down. I can see why a lot of movie review podcasts give up because they don't want to deal with it. But just as a reminder to our 750,000 weekly viewers, we are also on Rumble. Sometimes, if we do have issues on YouTube, we will upload the episodes to Rumble. So this week we are watching That's a Wrap, which I'm really excited about this. I saw a trailer for this movie last year, and I really wanted to watch it. We never got to it, unfortunately. As regular Oily Trash Movie fans know, we are huge fans of Sarah French. I'm a huge fan of Sarah French.
I hate her. She's my nemesis, my enemy.
A bit antagonistic.
Mm-hmm. She's the kind of woman that I would be down to mud wrestle and get down and try to win. Hell yeah, let's go, Sarah French. I'm calling you out to mud wrestle. See who wins. Champion, I will train for that. That's how much of an enemy she is.
So to all our fans, if you want to see Bubblegum Barbie mud wrestle with Sarah French, leave a comment. Let us know, and we'll make it happen. Bubble, what do we know about this movie?
Okay, so this movie, I was gonna say it's a wasp. It's a wrap. It is a 2023 movie. It is 1 hour and 34 minutes long. It is a horror. The director is Marcel Waltz. The writers is Joe Netter and Robert L. Lucas. And it is Manson Maestro has just directed what he considers to be his masterpiece, a film titled That's a Wrap. One by one, the cast disappears until the true nature of the evening is revealed. Ooh.
Whoa, spooky.
I think I'm going to be really into this movie. This is my kind of niche type of film where the last Amy film wasn't, and I agree with you. I think it just wasn't my taste, which is why I don't like it. I think this is one that I will like, even though Sarah French is in it.
I think it's right up both of our alley because we both love movies, and it's actually sort of a subgenre of movies that you don't hear talked about a lot, where a lot of movies are about making movies, and I love movies that are about making movies, and this is a movie about making a movie. Anything like films that sort of give you a behind-the-scene look at what films are, I think both of us love because we both do love just what goes on behind the scenes of movies because we're clear and passionate fans of cinema. So I'm going in this 100% optimistic, and I can't wait to see what Sarah French does in this.
I'm excited. Let's go.
All right, I like starting off with suspenseful music.
So do I. This is like a really interesting idea. I'm really into it. And Sarah French was so proud of it.
Watch us hate this more than any other film we've seen.
Gosh, that would be hilarious.
Oh, that's interesting that the poster behind her says That's a Wrap. I guess that is the name of the movie that they made. Also, That's a Wrap. This is Rapception.
Because I'm only in the opening of the movie.
She says I'm only in the opening of the movie. I wonder if she's only going to be in the opening of this movie as well.
Oh my god, that would be so great. Comedy. She's the first victim to disappear. Why did you go back inside?
Hello?
Did she forget something?
I think she looked and saw that the door was open.
Look at those crutches on the end. That's weird.
I was thinking about the art direction.
Very funny.
Oh, that would be awesome if she like shows up in that mannequin.
That's what I like. They've showed that mannequin twice. Oh my god.
A sharpened knife. This is an awesome costume.
I like slashers. It's been a while since we've seen a slasher.
Oh, yeah. Did they do the mannequin? They did! Hell yeah!
So were there two of them?
Well, there was one, the mannequin that she was leaning on, and then she was at the door. She disappeared from the window door, and then became the mannequin.
I feel like this is slightly padded. The amount of time that passes before we see our first kill feels excessive. This better be worth it. This better be some serious blood and guts.
If I were to see that on set, to be honest, I wouldn't be scared.
Yeah, you would just assume it's somebody in costume because it's a movie
exactly.
studio. Well, I don't know. If they're coming at you with a knife.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, she got him. Oh,
no. There she goes.
Boo. It wasn't that great so far. Wait.
Yeah, it wasn't worth waiting almost 10 minutes into the film. Or it's been 11 minutes. Well, now we're getting into it. Oh! Okay, this is pretty epic. That's a wrap. Oh, I do love that she said I was only in the beginning of the movie, and then she's only in the beginning of this movie. That was clever writing.
You fucking heard of
Already the next day.
Yeah, I felt like that was a bit unnecessary too.
Yeah, if it's the next day, I mean, we'll just assume it's the next day.
Yeah, just cut, you know?
Oh my god! Sarah French.
Dude, Sarah French, you should put up a picture of Sarah French anytime one of us says the word Sarah French.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh my gosh, is she gonna die?
In the movie, she died. Oh, I guess that was he's watching the trailer. Man.
So,
beautiful.
These are some beautiful older women.
Hold on. They use the same character, and That's a Wrap, of the movie That's a Wrap.
That makes sense. So it's the real killer is dressing up as the killer in the movie, I think is the premise.
Okay. She does look nice. That is a gorgeous older woman. I want to look like her.
Hold on.
That's the kind of woman I want to be married to when I'm that age. I like the actor that plays the director here.
Mm-hmm.
I love how he stood up and he's just got boxers on and he's wearing his turtleneck. I love movies that tell you exactly what the name of all the characters are.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is too many characters. I can't remember all these names.
Carter. Ollie.
She's a cutie too.
Yeah, she's cute. And she has green hair. The guys are not...
I'm always a sucker for girls with bizarre hair.
The guys are not hot.
Are you telling me you don't look at Richter and your mouth starts to water?
No, I don't think so. If he, like, has a machete and, like, hacks the monster, then yes, I would be, like, drooling. Like, he's so hot. But other than that, no. That actor wins best hair. By far.
Yeah, some of us.
He has better wigs than a lot of the indie films we've seen.
Is that a wig?
Yes. Didn't you see him take it off and put it back on? Oh my god.
Well, this whole scene was sort of setting up that she's kind of a bitch. She's a cutthroat, no-nonsense kind of businesswoman, you know? He fucking introduced himself to all the cast as the writer and director as if they wouldn't know that.
I know, right? As if they didn't just finish wrapping a
So
movie.
much so.
And he was there the whole time directing them on what to do and how to say it.
He reminds me of Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, he's a good-looking man. He is like the best-looking man in the whole crew cast so far. He's like, I'm gonna give the Hugh Hefner vibes. So what was his reason as to why the crew is not there?
No leaks. He said for the same reason that I took all of your phones, and it really so that you can set up the slasher premise of the movie. Like, realistically, that's why, but...
Oh my god, what a terrible movie. That's oily trash.
it does look bad. It looks like murder size.
I give it 9 buckets of oil.
I'm not gonna lie, this looks like a shitty party.
It is. It is a very shitty party.
Nobody's having fun.
They don't got a DJ there? That's weird. Oh my god, right off the bat?
Oh, this is fake.
Yeah.
Now it's a party. Yeah, keep clapping.
Look like you're having fun, guys. They couldn't even, like, hire extras.
Mistress is the name of the murderer.
Look at it's a party because there's like all kinds of shit tons of red Solo cups.
Yeah, there's like 700 cups from 4 people.
Oh my god, does that mean she's gonna get naked in the movie?
I hope so.
This is my first project, but it's gonna lead to many more. I'll buy a few more roles and then I'll be off and running. I'll do anything.
Oh my god, he's like me! Okay, I wouldn't do that. Because if I would do that, I would already be a star. Like Sarah French.
That's like Sarah French in real life. Oh, cut that. I don't want Sarah to be mad at me.
You do, huh?
No, I'm keeping it. That way she
That's the
knows.
power women have. Open your legs and then you get to...
It's so funny because
it
people are really
happens,
gonna
but it
think that I
shouldn't.
really
The
actually
men who
despise
require
her,
that
where
are
I
pieces of
don't.
shit.
Well, you do. Wrong. You hate Sarah French.
What about the...
They're just
It's
as
true.
bad. The
You
women
know my
don't care what
deepest,
press
darkest
thinks.
secrets.
Remind me, what role is she in the film?
Gretchen. She's the final girl.
Oh my god. Sarah French is the final girl.
Damn, they're gonna kill the slutty one first. Always makes me
I
sad.
know they are.
I had a feeling he might be the first one to die since he was so
Obnoxious.
obviously the asshole.
Yeah. Like wearing the green and red and bluish, garish lighting. This one is already better than Spare Parts.
There's no way I'm dying off camera.
He died off camera. Boring.
Honestly, I think the more interesting parts of this film so far are the satirical take and the commentary on filmmaking, more so than the film
Yeah.
itself.
What did the mistress do? Change the temperature? Oh my gosh, she made it so hot so that when she comes out, she's sweating.
She's watching with Dawn dish soap that was in the shower.
She just gets out of the bathroom naked.
Walking down the hall. I also noticed that the poster said Amityville Apocalypse and not Amityville Abortion.
Oh, I
Or
wasn't
Amityville
looking.
Pregnancy was...
I was looking at the breast the whole time.
Oh my god, it's me! They wouldn't let me wear my top hat in this scene, though.
What a perv.
Yeah, weird. Alright, play with your titties some.
No woman showers like this.
Wrong! This is how almost every woman I've seen in a movie showers. Wow, this ended up being way more explicit than I was expecting.
Yeah. She needed to release her stress. Oh my god, the killer's just listening through. It's like, okay, I was gonna kill you, but I'll just wait.
Like, go ahead and finish first. I'm a gentleman.
This is why the director thinks his movie was a masterpiece. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, disemboweling her. No.
Look, it's turning into black and white.
Yeah, it's almost like they wanted to reference Psycho.
Oh my gosh, her legs are spread. That's crazy.
Should I go check on her?
I spit on her and she
So
left.
tell me, what do you know about editing software?
I
You're
use
in luck.
hacked
It's all
Movavi.
about prop.
You gotta know when to put pictures of Sarah French up. Man, I'm gonna be kind of bored if this is literally just the same stabbing scene over and over
I
again.
know, me too. I mean, I did like the guts part, but this is not a kill her goats so far.
Those are some horrible, horrible delivery. This movie is way more erotic than some of the movies we thought were gonna be more. Like,
But yeah. How many minutes are we in? Like 4 people already died.
yeah, and like nothing. It still feels like almost nothing interesting's happened.
Yeah. I mean, the shower scene was interesting. I did like the guts.
I just can't believe I was bored watching a naked woman masturbate in a shower. How do you ruin that scene? Like, compare that to like the awesome shower scene in Slimeball Bolorama. That was like fun.
Look, Sarah Finch feels what we feel. She's bored.
There's like 7 bottles of wine. There's more bottles of wine than there are people in the party.
There's more red solo cups than there are people using them. They should have called this the house party and not the rap party. Like the house party video game.
This is more like a house party too.
Here, let me massage you. You seem stressed. I should have said it. I was like, oh my god, she grabbed the thing. That means that's the way she's gonna die.
Oh, awesome kill!
Oh my god, now this is awesome.
And this is also something that sort of was foreshadowed because she kept talking about sucking cock and was like making like cock sucking motions with her hand.
This is great. Oh,
This is fucking brutal. Jesus.
that was great.
That was alright.
I
The
was into
movie
that.
can still win me over. It
Yeah.
started slow, but if we get more cool shit like that, I'm down.
I have a feeling there's
Damn.
gonna be a guy kiss scene.
I'm in LA, right? Yeah. It's like the land of stoners and gays.
Put that on the sign.
I can't believe I'm just pouring my heart out to you.
Aww,
So is that guy gonna get his heart literally ripped out?
that would be fun. Oh my god, and he's gonna get smoked out.
Yeah, this is a new room. This is cool. This is definitely, he's gonna die. This is the murder scene. Is he practicing his form?
I think so.
He's gonna cut his heart out. Or he's just gonna
Oh.
slash his throat. Jesus. Although,
Second.
specifically the line he said was pour my heart out. And this is definitely him pouring his heart out. That was awesome.
Oh my god, he is gonna be smoked out. It's like, I'm tripping.
Yo, Jerry. Yo, Shannon Cheese, my guy. Shit, don't make me call fucking Tom.
I didn't like the line. Look, yo, Jerry.
Yeah.
Share the cheese. I didn't like that. That was like really kind of out of character.
Well, he's so young, he would have never seen Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Oh, why is he whipping his dick out after tasting blood?
Where you
Is he...
at?
Just gonna wait.
Oh no! No!
Oh my god.
Ah! No!
Where is it? Show me. Jerry.
This fucking music.
That hair whip.
Excuse me. I just got my bangs done. I hope he takes one last rip off the joint.
Okay, this movie's growing on
Rest
me.
in peace. Yeah, it's getting more fun. That music, that was the best scoring I've ever. It was like something out of a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah, director was right the whole time. We were laughing at him more, but he did create a masterpiece.
Yeah, very weak first act, but we've picked up. We've gotten into the groove, you might call it.
Well, we know it's not him because he doesn't have blood on his hair. That's weird. Their light is a light post. Like a straight light post. That's so
Everybody
strange.
having a good time?
I like how the lighting hasn't, you know, we've got interesting lighting, but it's not like spare parts where it's the same lighting
give you
every
that
time.
Oh my gosh. Overperformer.
I like that the killer's gonna let them finish.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, I guess she didn't get to finish. Oh man. Way to nut up inside of a dead body. God.
That was unexpected.
Oh, that's
She's gonna be
horrific.
hanging there now.
Oh, the
no.
hammer.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Well, that's everybody. There's nobody left alive.
Just the.
Oh, Sarah French. I forgot about her. She's in this movie. I haven't seen her in 20 minutes. Sarah's like, what the fuck? Sarah French, professional, semi-professional moaner.
Oh my god, it was the older woman the whole time.
How's that
Oh
for a
my
twist?
god. What a twist.
Welcome.
How many times do you think
I
Sarah
didn't kill
practiced this
anyone,
monologue?
dear. I'm a
Once.
victim
She just
like you.
she just said what she felt in her heart.
But between us, girl.
That was all improv.
So where is he?
Creepy. I do like this. This is like for some reason like creepy to me just thinking about this. Like this is creepy.
Oh, what? I think she's gonna be fine. She's gonna use that knife to cut through the rope now. I hope there's a sexy kickboxing scene.
You lied to me. We said that that Sarah French was gonna be naked.
And I never complain.
The movie's over.
I did
No
the work.
naked Sarah
Sorry.
French.
Paid my dues.
I'm also disappointed.
Break.
But you know what? I respect
It's my
Sarah
time now.
French.
Wait, who's gonna release your movie? You killed everybody on set. Oh, I guess the crew.
Damn, this is a good monologue. I think she might actually be upstaging Sarah French. That doesn't look like a real cut at all.
I know it doesn't. Like, come on, guys. You had the guy throat cut. Like, can you give it some... Can props give some effort on the last kill? Look, it doesn't even look realistic.
After all of the effort they did to make that realistic penis,
Yeah.
why
She's
why
a
is she doing
professional
any of this?
I don't know. She's a professional moaner. Ah, it's so fake.
Oh, what
Like,
could
why?
I do?
Props?
Yeah.
This is terrible. Like, I like the
So now I
monologue,
spill
but
blood.
like, the practical effects are so bad. Like zero effort.
Yeah, it's like, why is this happening?
Oh, boo! I thought Sarah French's kill was gonna be more iconic, since she was the last girl.
She's standing out in the rain like this is the end of Shawshank Redemption.
Oh yeah, you were right.
I work in the
Ooh,
same
I called it.
industry as you.
Oh, what a great line! What? The security guard shot Sarah French?
He's like, I saved a day. You're welcome.
He's eating a Pop-Tart. Oh, Sarah, no!
Hey, why is she crying? I like missed it.
Because everyone was murdered. And
Oh.
She just barely escaped with her life. Okay, I'm giving this 10 buckets of oil for killing Sarah French. Yeah, see, she was acting.
That's a wrap.
Yeah, alright, you know what, that wasn't bad. I don't think it was the greatest movie we've seen. The first act was by far the weakest. Second act had a lot of great kills. Third act, I'm a bit wishy-washy on, but all in all, I don't even know if I would call this oily.
I agree with you. At first it took a while for it to get there, but then some of the kills I really enjoyed, so it got saved from giving it an oily rating. So I'm gonna give it one bubblegum, like just barely made it.
Yeah, that's almost exactly what I was thinking, because I was ready. I was very displeased with the first act because, you know, movies are supposed to be, you know, they're entertainment. They're supposed to be entertaining. If I ever feel bored watching a movie, then the movie's failed. So, you had that opening kill where the girl who was only in the beginning of the movie, I think if you had ramped that up, or maybe just cut down a little bit on the dialogue that was leading up to that, like she was talking to her agent on the phone We didn't need any of that. That agent was never in the film. Was that just so that she could... Yeah, I guess it was so she could give that dialogue, but she could have given that dialogue to the security guard. Right there, I would have cut that down by half. Get this movie to a tight 90 minutes.
I mean, I think also the problem, because in the beginning it was kind of rough, and it's shocking. Like, I think it also had to do with the acting ability as well, because that was shocking to me. Who makes a shower scene very boring? The way I would fix this movie, make it more slasher. I did like some of the way it was written, like it was very obvious. I would fix the bad guy, that didn't make sense as to he says, "Oh, I don't want to be the one who gets killed out what was it that he said? Off scene.
Which he said, "I'm not going to." You know what? Well, actually I thought back to that, and that actually makes sense, because he said, "I'm not going to be killed off scene," and he wasn't killed off screen.
Right.
Because he was still alive. So,
but it doesn't make sense, because did he, was there another murderer? He was looking at the murderer. So why...
Yeah.
Right
here.
And then why is he saying that?
The more I think about this, I think this is really kind of a perfect slasher. And slasher movies are kind of bad. Like, that's sort of part of their charm. And it's like, it's tough to look at an exploitation horror slash movie and say, oh, well, all the girls who got completely naked were bad actors. Like, that's kind of par for the course with the genre. And I think because the two leads, and especially, hold on, I just had her name here, especially Monique Parent, who played Lily, she was so incredible, even though some of the monologue at the end did drag on. She was a very strong performance, and the final sequence with her and Sarah kept enough... There was enough acting reserve to get us through the third act. So, yeah, I'm actually... I feel kind of generous for this movie. I'm only going to give it 1 WarBux, but I think the script was solid. I loved the setup and payoff of some of these kills. Like this guy here, he said, I can't believe I'm pouring my heart out to you. And then he just has this blood pour from his neck for 5 minutes. It was... Yeah. So I don't even know if we can show this on YouTube. This is so gratuitous that it's like...
I agree with you when it comes to our tiered list of last year. This might be it. Might be the movie that we reference a lot. I think you're right. I think you're right about saying that the acting, like Gigi Gostin was by far the weakest actress in the scene. And I even found it funny how the Monique, who is an amazing actress, said the line, "Oh, you were so great." It's like, no, you weren't. You were the worst. You were so worst. But her kill was so creative. It was so awesome. Like the curly iron death and the pus and the smoke.
And her lips.
Oh, her lips.
Lips were blistering during that scene. It was fucking awesome.
It was great. And that was the first kill where I was like, okay, I'm into it. I was paying attention.
That got our attention, that kill. I like that, and that was perfectly paced. You had that kill right when we were really ready to write this movie off, and it if you were watching it on, say, Tubi by yourself, that might be the point where before then you might be thinking about turning the movie off. And then that kill happens, and ooh, was that fantastic.
Yeah, and Gigi goes with the kill her goats category of bad actors but hot women, for sure. So it's like, okay, yeah, you're bad at acting, but you belong in this genre. This is your niche. Keep at it and make sure your kills are badass, because that kill was awesome. I'm gonna remember that. Kill her goats, the stomach scene. Oh, that was so gross.
Yeah, that curling iron scene, totally memorable.
Very. And of course, Stoney. Stoney was kind of weird. His lines didn't make sense at all. But overall, the characters were really good. I think the casting fit with the characters. It was interesting. Oh, man. You know what?
I love how the more we're talking about this, the more we enjoy it.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go 2.5. It might change in the future.
Yeah, this is probably going to be one I think we think about over the next week, and then we have a good retrospective, and we'll have a better quote, or a sort of a better idea of what we want to rate it. Anyway, here's Gigi sort of doing the blowjob motion. Oh shit, I fast-forwarded too much, but this is where she was it's sort of foreshadowing that she was going to get that thing rammed down her throat.
Yeah.
And she said it was the good ones that make you choke. Well, she didn't get a good one, but she sure choked. So really, again, like for a slasher movie, this had some awesome kills. It had hot naked chicks. It's a slasher movie. Boobs, blood, blades, what more do you want out of a slasher movie? Of course, it's not going to have the best acting. I think the script was tight enough that it worked for me. You know?
Yeah. I wanted a slasher movie. I was shocked with how erotic it was, but it was good. Like it was a really good. I think it's a fun type of film. Yeah, it's not a masterpiece. I wouldn't call it a masterpiece how the foreshadowing of the synopsis was, but I think it's a good, respectful indie with the budget that they had. It's really good film. If you're into the indie, I recommend watching it. If you're into the slasher, I recommend watching it.
Not oily. We rate this not oily, and the more we think about it, the more it kind of grows on us. I'm not gonna go too high because I really didn't like the first act, and when you have a movie, that first act's gotta hook you.
Yeah, it's gonna be important.
That extended scene with the woman talking with her manager. Yeah, that could have been handled a little bit better. So very weak first act, but anyone who can get through that, really a solid. I'll give this like a semi-solid slasher. We've seen way worse. This is definitely better than Alone at Night, but I don't know if I like this more than Kill Her Goats.
Yeah,
Kill Her
I don't.
Goats had just so much energy.
It did, and it was so silly too.
I loved Sarah French.
I don't.
This was a little bit silly at times.
It was.
But, all right, yeah, I might go, I might revise my score to 4 WarBux.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty generous, I think.
I think I'm going to keep mine at 2.5. I might bump it up a little bit as we go and as I think about this film.
This might even be the best movie I've seen so far yet this year.
I think so, too. Especially what we watched. I do like this movie more than Chompy. I like this movie more than Amy. What else did we watch?
More than Rocktopusy.
More than Rocktopusy for sure. I think right now in the list that we have started here, it is top right now. But then to give our audience an idea, we love slasher films. That is like our niche. We do like it. We do like horror, and it did get there. Like I was so shocked about the dancing. I found that kind of eerie when she was dancing, when Monique was dancing with the killer. Like I was like, why am I scared? But I was scared. And last year I talked about a lot of those films where it was trying to make it scary and it wasn't scary. That scene was just so scary to me and eerie, of something that's just so mundane. They were just dancing, but something about it was really good. And I think that's
what makes it scary, is that it's mundane.
Yes, yeah, and it's like they just murdered all these people. Like what? And they're okay with it. It's really interesting. It's an interesting idea.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I think I could talk about this movie more and really digest it. I think the more I talk about it, the more I like it.
We like the dancing because dancing in horror movies is always cool, such as Suspiria, such as Black Swan. Great horror movies that have a lot of dancing in them.
Yes, agree. I guess I'm just into those horror dance movies for sure. Okay, that's all I have to say.
Take care, comb your hair.
And remember to mace in that mistress killer's face. Bye! Here we go.